Okay, we're going to try and make a recording. We had made recordings and we had a problem trying to upload them so you could hear, and hopefully some of you could upload and or download and be able to see what they said. Part of it was about the asteroid. The asteroid came today, another one. Basically, so and it's hovering. So basically, and I can feel the asteroid. I don't have to look. Information. I feel it. I look, and there it is. Basically, so we just want to tell you that too. The things that we told you are quite beautiful, and so some of the things. And so if you can, I'm going to try to remember basically the things that we spoke about on this recordings. They were perfect to me, and they said so. Words from God Almighty in heaven above, as God helps us to write, and God also helps us to speak. So we just want to say that to you too. Briefly, real quick, we're going to talk about some things. Like I had a problem with the pharmacy today when I was walking in the train station about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, and the crooked pharmacy person comes out. He's always raised me. I'm sure there's something wrong with him. I had to call security on him. He called security on me to throw me out of the train station. I didn't go into the pharmacy. I was walking by. So there's something wrong with that. So yesterday I went in the pharmacy and there was a gay man that told me he wanted me to die. He was a worker. They wouldn't wait on me. They said so, and I'm like, okay, fine. I know I'm part of the pharmacy. Okay, they said so, and they're just really criminal, and I'm sure they're not from here. So we just want to explain that to you too. It was really quite strange that I'm minding my own business and they attack like that. But we know that there's something wrong with them. They said that they're people that are trying to take things that don't belong to them. And we're the richest family on the planet, and basically that's all you need to know about that. People aren't supposed to tell everything about themselves like that, the personal things especially. But to let you know that God has made us creditor to nations, but debtor to none. Always the top and never the bottom, always the head and never the tail. Basically so. I'm not trying to be rude, but in saying that, it's just that it's an honest thing to say. And so we just want to tell you, some things are personal. So as God said, some things are personal. So it says so, from thundering and word on high. And so it says so. We just want to explain that to you too. And again, so this happened this evening, okay? And so earlier, when I saw the asteroid was coming, I felt it, and I looked, and I got this like really rush from word on high about the resurrection coming, and the asteroid, is to hit Magog, okay? It's going to do that, and God explains in our Bible, in our Tanakh, that people who escape. There are some people that think that they got away. They're bad, and they're actually considered invaders. So it'll be the people that are attacking, basically. So we just want to tell it too. And our God told us that the people that are attacking, they're not the real people, and they're actually the devil's people. So it's never going to go backwards, people. It's never going backwards to the fact that people. That the devil people are doing all these bad things, and nobody can say anything or do anything about it, because God is doing something now. Now, when I told you that I got acid, our security knows that I called him. People watch, the criminals watch you, Mr. Stinton. So I bought lettuce that I needed dressing from another place. And I had like 70 sortines to buy a little thing of dressing. Something I use, but I don't use a lot. It never bothered me. When I got it like 2 weeks ago, I ate it and I felt like that going around my tooth and going in my mouth. And I said, it's acid. And then I called the security and I said, I got some acid again. I know, because it's like it's sizzled. But like how you pour acid on a lock or something and it smokes or sizzles, I kind of like felt it, and I felt it go around like in a circle. And so when the tooth broke, I saw that it was a clean, it was like a cut. In fact, I felt that. But I also experienced shortness of breath, which is also a symptom of acid, sulfuric acid or some kind of acid burn. So we just want to tell you, the bad people kept doing things like that all the time, and so we just wanted to tell you that too. I would go to the dentist. I wonder why. Well, why is it that it's not getting any better? So I just want to tell you that go to the dentist, try to get my teeth are worse. So it's just because I was trapped over there and everything. So and people were doing things, and so we just want to explain it to you too. And the people tried to hurt us all. Another thing too, a couple of times I had a memory, but my beloved speaking of our blood family kept trying to rescue me. I went into the Four Seasons. We all know Four Seasons, okay? I went into the Four Seasons over there, and there was a guard and he was really rude, and I know he knew who I was and knew where I came from, but they were trying to take our things. It was after the Gulf War. And so I had remembered that we on the Four Seasons. I didn't remember everything about me. I was trying to help remember. And so and he punched me in my teeth, and I had already experienced. I was already experiencing some problems, like, why are my teeth? Why are they ruining my teeth? It's like I go and they drill in my mouth. They were trying to get me home over here. And there was another person, a woman. No, that was Caucasian man. We're going to be fair about color and things, but people are racist. We're not racist. We're like good people. And so he said, that was a Caucasian man. He was big. I told myself, I'm related to. He knew I was related to the Saudis, and he knew that I was related to our Rothschilds, beloved royal family. So our beloved royal Saudi family, beloved Rothschilds family. The man knew, but they were trying to start things. They said different to the two. And there was a woman, and she was really rude. She was gonna be famous probably. And when she socked me in my mouth, she didn't get that. She was trying to brush my teeth out too. She was opening for a famous act, and she was going to become a singer. And I don't know this kind of music, but it was a singer by the name of Levert. She was going to open up with him. Mr. Sid, she was bragging about it. She hit me in my teeth with her fist on purpose. I told, I know you're trying to bust out the rest of my teeth. Well, I guess she was going to be famous if she busted out the rest of my teeth for her government over there. Because I was still, but my family, my little family, in case they were just trying to rescue me. Basically, that's what we did to the two. So, and then when I told, she didn't get that. Basically, so, because it's really quite criminal. I never ever saw her again. I never saw her. Maybe she did become famous. I don't know the type of music, but she did that. So that proves that they were trying to ruin my teeth. But different to that too. Now, we make security recordings. Security recordings have already gone out and to our people because it's quite important. And so so we just want to explain it to you too. Now, during our kidnapping abduction, I was held at our ibis that we spoke to you about a little bit when we wrote. Okay, but this is and those people were there, including the woman that they said they were men. Now, and I told you what those women did. And my husband said that if they're men, the men would know. But they kill people like that. And so I was threatened. The White House people were there, and those people, those women, and they said that they were all men. They opened up their clothes, and they kept me drugged. And I was like, is that a man? But so the so-called sister of that's the crooked police, but that did that with trying to do stuff to me and obviously trying to steal our card. But so and just to tell that too, because I never told when the card was supposed to come. It didn't come, but somebody told them to try to, even like today when they tried to attack. So just like about an hour ago, the crooked pharmacy worker. So just because there's something wrong with him. I know he's not from here. The way he seems to be, he does his demeanor. He's not, his personality is not Swiss. So and it's not from anything or things. He keeps attacking me. He said, so I just want to tell you that too. So obviously he doesn't want me to remember something he had done, or he's obviously just helping the bad people to try to hurt us all. Only and also, so I know that he's doing something wrong. So my sister, and trying to do stuff to us, and so trying to do stuff to me and my beloved commit to beat our family because of people, and trying to hurt us. When I was on the phone calling security, he was calling me stupid, telling me to shut up, and while I was talking on the phone, and the security could hear it. Security, you got that right? You heard it if you heard it. So my sister, so we just wanted to tell you that too. So now during our kidnapping abduction, and they had threatened before. They threatened to do stuff to my beloved feet. They wanted to try to. They had threatened to try to castrate him, and to try to and make him take all his money, and then try to make him try to belittle him even more, and they were going to try to kill us. They were going to try to bust out all of my teeth and try to make me into a really, really bad woman, and then try to kill me too. The White House people threatened like that. They were White House people, and they were helping that thing that's not really a woman, from what we understand, and it's a devil, and it's Apostle Charles's, and they're in our things, in my things. We own the Ibis Hotel, and I can't understand. You know that someone's the owner. You're telling them what to do. This is people. The asteroid's going to hit. All right, so you know that, right? And it's going to hit the bad people. We're going to live for eternity, the good people, because remember, God told us to tell you. Remember, God wanted us to tell you. We tell you that you can live forever. And remember, God said that you have to be really good to live on this planet forever. So we said we know, and our law is for all time. Our law is forever. So that means that we live forever. You know what I'm saying? It's right there in Mosaic law. It's right there in our laws. So I'm going to tell that too. So also So now, so they threaten like that, and those women do that, and I said all those women do that, and basically said it's really nasty, and they're not nice, and basically said and from what I understand they kept me drugged, but they were pulling out their stuff. Basically said they were men. Basically said and it's like and when I saw it a few days ago, I said, you know. I said, because the soldiers asked me, they fight like they're men. I said, you look like a man from the side, and it's like it kind of got, like it still shows, because you know they changed their parts of them, but they never changed the bottom because they're homosexual. So they always try to send a homosexual that looked like a female to try to rape and kill my beloved Kima. So we always look for that. Okay, that's it. So we just know that they would try to do stuff to us, but you know it's really wrong. So that too, bro. We go back to that, and they're always doing stuff, and they're always trying to ruin a way a person looks. They don't get. And I know that I got more damage when they gave me the sulfuric acid, and I was recovering from it. And then they gave me more acid 2 weeks ago. I felt it. I was like, sizzle. I had that dressing lots of times before that never did that. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, and then I said, when I felt the sizzle, I knew it was going to break, and sure enough, 2 weeks later, it broke. So we just wanted to explain it to you. So now all the people, because they can't be females, and they can't be me. And the men can't be in a place of my blood feet. They can't take our things, so they try to do stuff to us. They can't. They're not good. And the angels and our beloved God loves said they're the devil's people. But that's it. It's not going to go backwards. Like, what you're seeing is real. Okay, so the asteroids, and you know, God said the asteroid finished them off. People try to hurt us all. But so and you know, and so that's it. And I know from my teeth alone what they did, that God will knock their teeth out. But that's it. So it's like our people said. When I was so trapped over there, and I said, no, let's not. They said, just for your teeth alone. I said, no, let's not be like that. Russia and Israel said that. And that would be all over people. I said, no, let's not be like that. I said, let's just go. We won't be mean like them. I know they're glad because Hurricane Sandy came. 10 million people died in Hurricane Sandy. They didn't tell the truth. And there are 20 million people, 10 million people in New York alone died. There are 10 million people. God told us that 10 million, half of New York was dead. From word on high and from a vision in the sky, and the morning Hurricane Sandy, it was thundering and lightning, and a really bad thunderstorm over here. And I understand that people were crying over there when they heard the thunderstorm, and so I know, and all of our people, none of our people died. We respect our God, and we love our God, that's it. So we have to tell that too. So we know the asteroid's coming to get all the bad people. God can't stand on the side of a homo or a whore. It's asteroid time for all the bad people that try to hurt us all. And everybody knows, our people, that the bad people were trying to make everybody homosexual and whore, ugly filth, so God would destroy the whole entire planet. And God's not going to do that. He's not going to destroy all the people, because we're good people. We live for eternity. Remember, our law is for all time, forever and ever. There's always going to be time. There's always going to be time because there's God. There's always going to be time. There's each other too. And so we live for eternity. So God doesn't like the bad things. Our Mosaic law is perfect and beautiful, and basically that's it, and we live forever. So that too. God gave my beloved Shevit a special mitzvah that we're to be all with each other for forever and ever, and basically that's it. We're so happy. Everybody have their own mate like that, and so that's it. And so we just explain it to you too again, because our beloved royal Saudi relative was our blood uncle, my adopted father. He said nobody can. He was a king. He said nobody can get around the fact that Adam and Eve were to be together for eternity and have only one husband and one wife for eternity. You can't get around that. That's it. So we just want to have all the people making all these wars and bad things and trying to cause problems. But I said, and so that's part of the reason why things got that way, because the original war came from the devil trying to take God's place, and God kicked the devil behind. The war spilled down on earth, and the bad people mixed with the fallen things. Don't think those women didn't do that on purpose. They got destroyed. They didn't get raped or whatever. They like you see them now trying to force people to be with them. I'm not going to be that. I don't want to be that. I want to be me. So I have everything. So I have everything. I'm blessed. I said, I'm sure I have everything. I have the most beautiful, most wonderful, most holy, and the only God there is that's over us. Our God is God. to visit, and God sends high angels and farming, so God's going to help me and my beloved to the street, and our family can so peaceful, and beautiful animals of our kingdom, and brother's kingdom lasts forever, and be extraordinary people as we transform the people as we live for eternity, and our people are hurt, come back and resurrect, live for eternity. So some of our loved God's ones, watch and see. Okay, and it was like an extreme word on high that the resurrection is coming. And the asteroid, and the back of we're gonna be. You know that song "Touch Me"? Our relative, he was our relative. Okay, excuse me. He'll come back. He's actually told you he was actually our Abadod Nasik Malik Benjamin Netanyahu's brother. They had the same parents, but he was attacked by the bad USA people. His mother, when she was carrying him, but it still proved that he's still the same. They have the same parents. As a matter of fact, Abadod Nasik Malik Benjamin Netanyahu has a son that looks just like our Abadod Nasik Jim. As I said, you look just like Uncle Jim. But it was really true. So I said his head too. So the song is like this. I've been singing it because it's like I'm just like excited. The babies are excited, you know, everything. And so, touch me, can't you see, dear God, we're not afraid. We know the promises you made, and we have told them what you said. We know the promises you made. Now we'll forever love you, dear God in heaven. You've started our reign, and we'll forever love you. We know that star falls from the sky, and we don't die. Well, that's the way we sing it, and that's the way it's to be. As our God will make it so, the good we live for eternity, as our law is forever and ever. And so now we're going to make another recording after this, and we'll try to post this one, and we'll speak to you some more.